Before I check out of 7.3 number 21 and head on to the next problem, I wanted to show you something. If you looked here on the bottom left of the Excel window, you can see that there are tabs, but you can't see them all. So if you want to be able to scroll back and forth between them, that's what these buttons over here are for. So for example, I can go to the left, left, left. I can go to the far, far right, that one, and so on. And those are available even when the window is maximized. Oops, you can't see it. There you go. So you can scroll. You can see I can only see two windows right now, two tabs, excuse me, but I can move left and right and see more of them. So I just wanted to make you aware of that. All right, so we're moving on to 7.3 number 25. Let's see here. Here it is. We have the mean incubation time of fertilized eggs when they're kept at 100.5 degrees Fahrenheit is 21 days, and the standard deviation is 1 day, and it's normally distributed. Cool. Okay, so they want us to determine the 17th percentile. Now, don't forget from section 3.4 that the 17th percentile means that 17% are going to be below, right? 17% of the eggs are below this value that we're going to find, and 83% are above, right? Now, how do we find it? Well, one thing to note that's important is that it's not asking us for percentage or proportion or percentile rank. I know it's a little weird. Percentile rank, proportion, and percentage, those three all require norm dist. Percentile or nothing at all. See down here it says determine the incubation time. That's not a percentage. That's not going to be a decimal, right? Time is going to be a number. These two are going to require the opposite of norm dist. They're going to require norm inverse. All right, so let's do it. Norm inverse. This is it, norm inverse. Now it wants the probability. Now don't forget, we've run into this problem before. Excel will only take left tail probabilities only. Luckily for us, percentile is a left tail probability, so we can type 0.17. The mean was 21. The standard deviation is 1. There we go. There's the 17th percentile. Done. Technically it's days, I suppose, so I should probably put a unit, days. There. All right, part B is quite a bit harder, so let's see if I can get you guys through it. Okay, so the middle, we all know this middle is 95%. It says so right here. So that means that the middle is 0.95. Now, what does that mean for the two tails put together? That would be 1 minus that number. Agreed? So if the middle is 95%, then the two tails are 5%. This seems okay. Now, envision what's going on here. You have a normal curve. You have two numbers that are equally spaced from the center that are marking off the middle 95%. They're equally spaced because it's symmetric. Okay, so you have one on the left-hand side and you have one on the right-hand side, and you're going to have to find both of them. All right, so what's to the left? Right? What's the left tail area of the left-hand time? Right, the one on the left. What's to the left of that one? That's the first question we've got. Well, if the two tails together make 5%, then the area to the left of the left tail one would be 0.05 divided by 2, right? Because if the two tails together are 5%, then this one is 0.025. So what's that left-hand time? That would be norm inverse of that time. Enter. Oops, it beeped at me. That's right, because I didn't tell it the mean and the standard deviation. I'm losing my mind. All right, mean was 21, standard deviation was 1. There we go. Okay, now what about the right hand? What's the left tail area of the right hand time? Okay, well, it's the center, which would be 95, plus this left tail area. So it would be 0.95 plus this one, 0.975. In other words, it has 0.025 to the right of it, right? Same as this one. So it's 0.975 to the left. So the right hand time, right, to the right of the mean, if you will, is norm inverse this probability, 0.975, 21, 1. There we go, all done.